You're fired.
Why is Arnie back?
Because it's the only impression I can do.
Okay, tell me more.
What about Arnie?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about him other than he's old now and he's going to ruin Terminator.
He ruined Terminator.
No.
Terminator 3.
Technically, yes, but I don't count that as part of the canon. This one...
better than Salvation.
I liked Salvation.
Salvation's a fucking horrible film.
It's a good action film if you ignore the fact that it's Terminator.
I just think I prefer 3 to Salvation.
I just think Genesis looks like a pile of turds.
No, 100%. It looks absolutely terrible.
It's fucking shit.
But I'm going to go and see it.
Oh, yeah? You can actually pay money to see
It's
it?
Terminator, isn't it? I have to, just in case it's good.
It's not good, is it?
But it might be good.
It's not good.
It's got a bit where he cuts his arm off and then throws it up in the air and then catches it and then
lobs
throws
it.
Why would he throw it up in the air?
Well, that's what I mean.
Inefficient.
And I know why. 3D. Because all this shit happens in 3D.
Yeah.
Seems bad.
Have you heard about... Oh, we'll talk about this in the...
This podcast that we're now doing.
Oh, is it happening now?
It's happening now.
I could never work out the start. We need some kind of person to do the...
And welcome to this week's WATcast episode.
Wetcast.
Damn it.
It's a wetcast.
Oh, yeah.
Because Aurore's not here.
Oh, yeah. With Will.
Eldge.
And Tom.
Wetcast, fine. Yeah, Aurora's not here. It's episode 14. Why is she not here?
She's off to give birth to another demon baby.
Yeah, how does that keep happening?
One's not enough for her.
It's disgusting.
The tentacles just force their way out.
She got kids?
Yeah. Demon babies.
Shame.
Demon tentacle babies.
Hard, like in Men in Black.
Yeah, it's kind of like that with Odotsu Kadoji.
That's you.
Other words that I don't
Legend of the Overfiend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's classic anime, tentacles, stuff.
Okay. And that's a good start.
Yeah. So this week, in the absence of Aurora, expect quality to rise probably at least 20%.
Yeah, I expect people to roughly know things that have happened in the history of the world.
At least within our lifetime, in a kind of like quantum leap within our own lifetime kind of thing. Like we know
Gutenberg.
pop culture.
Yeah, for instance, Eldge, you know who Steve Gutenberg is. Do you also know who Ted Danson is?
The forehead, yes. I know who he is.
Yeah, that's something else. That's proof that you know who he is.
I know who he is.
We're continuing last week's theme of showing and telling by bringing in random bullshit that we found on the internet, or where have you guys sourced from?
I'm doing a quiz, aren't I?
Tom's doing a quiz.
Because basically Eldge, when we have a little Facebook talking group, and Eldge mentioned that...
Talking group. I believe they call it a chat,
whatever,
if you will. The kids are saying.
And Eldge mentioned that he thought his knowledge of video games is poor, and Will, technically working for a video game company,
should know
his knowledge
better.
should be better. So Eldge has nothing to lose here.
I'm the underdog.
Oh yeah, I need the buzzer.
I'm the
Have
mighty
you got a
dogs.
buzzer?
No, I'm just going to shout buzz.
Okay.
I was considering bringing a ruler in and just boinging it on the end of the table. But
have you got a pen? I need a pen.
I'm just going to
give me a pen.
Okay, don't draw all over your balls this time.
I'm going to try not to draw all over my balls. Okay.
Happy faces.
I don't think I've actually watched these jeans since then, so I still have some...
Still got the drawn on pubes.
Still got some...
Brilliant.
Yeah. So should we kick in with
I wasn't cheating, I was looking at your balls.
That's fine. That's completely understandable. Yep. So in the last quiz, Aurora prevailed, which is baffling, but here we are.
Has she collected her prize?
No, I still haven't
done nothing towards
one or bought one. Sorry, I'll make that up to her.
Depends if she survives the birth of the demon child.
It's 50-50 at this
Might not
stage.
be worth
Maybe
it.
that was the prize.
What, being impregnated by a demon?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It's not the
Start the quiz.
Okay, so question 1. I'm going to say that some of these questions are harder, some of them are easier. Fuck you, get them right. Okay, question 1. In the Sonic the Hedgehog universe, what is the real name of Sonic's sidekick Tails?
Miles per hour.
You didn't buzz in.
That was my buzz.
Miles
the answer is
Tails per hour.
I'm going to give it to Eldge. You did actually say the question.
My buzz is just shouting the answer.
But from now on, say buzz. From now on, say buzz.
Wait, instead of having a buzzer, can we just put our hands in the air?
That doesn't work on the audio, does it?
But it will, because whoever answers first obviously put their hand in the air first.
Can you just say buzz?
Okay.
As per the agreement.
So professional. I love it.
Okay, question 2. If Oblivion was The Elder Scrolls 4 and Skyrim was The Elder Scrolls 5, name any of the previous entries in the series.
Buzz.
Yep.
Elder Scrolls. The Horse Chronicles.
That's not a correct answer.
Ultima Online.
What?
No.
Buzz. Elder Scrolls 1.
No, I'm gonna need the title.
Well, that is the title.
No.
Elder Scrolls 1, The Return of Jartfar.
I would so love to give you points for that. Unfortunately, that's not the correct answer.
I've got nothing.
What is it?
Really?
No,
okay,
it's
so
first fan, sorry.
the three available...
there is a chance that I might see the
The
answers.
three available answers are Morrowind.
Oh,
There we go. Daggerfall or
but I know
Arena.
those things. I just didn't know they were Elder Scrolls games.
Well,
Or Elder
tough
Scrolls
shit.
games.
They're my own
Okay,
line of games.
no points for anyone on that question. Question 3. Long-running survival horror series Resident Evil is made by Japanese publisher Capcom. However, the series is known by what other name in Japan?
Buzz. Zombie Outbreak. Ah! Shit!
That's
That's the full name.
Yeah, Zombie Outbreak. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit.
That's actually something a Japanese name would be called.
That's
but
why I went
that's
for it.
not
English.
correct.
I got nothing. I don't know.
Evil
anything.
Residents.
It's Biohazard.
Is
Oh,
it?
is that-
It's a pretty commonly known thing.
Not by
About
me.
video
or
games.
James.
Question 4.
We'll get any of these right.
No, I'm winning.
You're in by 1 point.
Question 4. Is Gran Turismo actually any fun?
Yeah,
No.
No, well, right. No, it's not any fun at all.
I have a different answer.
What's that?
It is
No,
sometimes.
that's incorrect. It's Gran Turismo.
He's got the answers written down.
Is that the one with Nürburgring on it?
Some of the later versions have.
Because that was fun.
I think you're thinking of
Sega Rally.
Project Gotham.
Project.
Yeah, no, Gran Turismo isn't
Which I thought
any
was a
fun.
Batman game, but it's not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay, question 5. What was the last Call of Duty to be set during World War II?
Call of Duty World at War.
Yes, it was.
They're the only games that I play.
I know, what
I
are you
put that
doing?
one in there just to give you a fucking bone, but you're not on it.
You can give him a bone later.
Okay, question 6. The PS1 only had 2 controller ports, but some games allowed up to 4 players. Name of the peripheral which allowed this is what?
Buzz.
Eldge?
Splitter.
Nope.
Multi-tap?
It is the multi-tap.
Tap that shit.
Will's showing his pedigree somewhat.
Micro Machines V-Sheet. V3, eh? It's all about the
That's
multi-tap.
Mega Drive, isn't it?
No, V3 is PS1.
Oh, because on the Mega Drive it had like the cartridge actually had controller
you had the
ports
extra
on it.
ports.
That was awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, question 7. Which game was set in the city of Rapture?
Wait. That was my buzzer.
Eldge, I'll give you
Oh,
that.
wait, was the buzzer.
The one that you lent me recently that I haven't fucking played because it looks shit. Biohazard. Bioshock.
I'll give him that.
That was your buzzer by just shouting wait until you thought of the answer.
I'm going to be a bit more
buzz straight
stern
away
with
and
you
see what
after
happens
that.
next time.
Okay.
No. That was I shouted wait and I knew the answer. It
Your
just took me a while
buzzer
to...
is the word buzz.
Okay, buzz.
Okay,
I mean the fucking rules.
boys.
Yes.
Question 8.
Buzz. Yes, please.
Zelda.
Question 8.
That means you can't answer anymore.
No, it doesn't.
You've just written yourself out. You just finched yourself from the office. Huh?
Go on.
Question 8. In what decade was Nintendo founded?
Buzz.
1930s.
No.
The
No.
50s.
1870s.
Oh, you're so close. It was the 1880s.
1880s, shit.
1889
Close.
Nintendo was founded. They made playing cards.
They did.
The very first console.
Okay. Name the protagonist of Portal and Portal 2.
Damn it, I don't know.
Buzz. If I name the computer, do I get a point?
No, that's not the answer.
That's not the question.
The name of the protagonist, Herrin von Schwinkel.
I feel like you're not taking this quiz seriously.
Well, I'm going to
it is.
just take a stab in the dark. I got one right. What do you want
I
from
had
me?
nothing at all.
Yeah.
Because he's got a name.
Chell.
All right, chill.
Such a shit answer.
Question 10. Uncharted and The Last of Us developer Naughty Dog made their name with which PS1 classic?
Oh shit!
Oh, you're doing me now, are you?
It's either Jack and Daxter or the other one.
Bidum, 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 boom. That's to push you for an answer.
Is it Jack and Daxter?
No.
Oh fuck! Then it's Ratchet and Clank.
No.
Fuck.
PS1 classic.
This one?
Spyro.
No.
Micro Machines.
Naughty Dog.
Give me one more opportunity for either of you to give me the correct answer.
Hold on.
Buzz. Tetris.
No. That
PS1
was
classic.
some Russian dude.
I don't know. Bushido Blade.
No, it's Crash Bandicoot,
Oh,
dumbasses.
fucking idiots.
I said that.
That's the whole point. He's a dog.
Watch it back. Oh, he's a dog.
It's a Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what a Bandicoot is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a little tiny lemur.
It sounds racist, doesn't it? Bandicoot just sounds racist somehow. I don't know why.
Only if you've got a racist
It sounds
brain.
like an Australian racist term. Get out of here, fucking Bandicoot. Just sounds racist. I don't know why.
It's got a
Alright, go with me on that.
racist brain.
Yeah. You've spotted that. Go on.
Under what circumstances is it acceptable to buy a third-party controller?
Never.
There we go.
Oh, no, wait. As a gift.
No, that's terrible as well. That's worse.
The answer I've written down is, it is never acceptable. Third-party controllers are fucking terrible and will only lead to regret.
Father's Day?
Do you hate your father?
Well, no, I just mean like my dad doesn't play computer games, so if I was going to get him a controller, I wouldn't bother getting him an expensive
It's
one.
not the
Hold
answer I
on.
have down here.
Yeah, you might want to look into
There's a
that.
grey area
Yeah.
here.
It's not.
People you hate, basically.
the answer.
I don't hate my dad.
Yeah, hold on.
Barry holds a dear place in my heart.
Me too.
Bazza.
Question 12.
How many questions are there?
15.
Oh, God, we're
Jesus
near the
Christ.
end.
Okay.
What's the score, by the way? We need an update.
At the moment, Will is leading
No.
4-1.
4.
Sorry, 4-2,
Well, I
sorry.
can't win, basically, can I?
4-2, no, you've got time to bring it back.
4-2, right.
And actually, the next question has bonus points available.
Oh, bonus points.
Yep.
Good job I did my this morning. Sorry, I'm ready for the quiz now.
Question 12. Name any of the playable characters from Streets of Rage. Bonus points for every additional character
Buzz.
you can name. Streets of Rage 2. Sorry, Streets of Rage 2.
Axel.
That's one.
That's all I know.
Okay, can I name
Yep.
some? Axel, Blaze, Skate, and the guy Max.
Yes.
The guy Max.
It's technically called Skates, but I'm going to give you that. But Eldge got
Is he?
1, so it's 4-1. Yeah, Skates.
Plural
So now
bastard.
there is no way that I
Will
can win
got
this
4
quiz.
points. You got well done on the
Well
Streets
done
of
for
Rage
taking the
knowledge.
competition out of this.
What?
Well, I can't win.
Well, that's not really his fault for knowing more than you.
Well, it
That's
doesn't
like
make for a very good podcast, does it?
No,
There's no tension
that's
now.
Tom's
Yeah.
fault. He
Tom.
should have thrown in additional questions that only you would know.
Well, I tried to with the fucking Call of Duty question, but apparently. you're
Also,
not
this
playing
isn't
ball.
really educating James on games.
It's just making me feel worse about not knowing about games.
Well, then I've done my job.
Okay.
Oh.
Question 13. Duke Nukem Forever was finally released in 2011. In what year did development begin?
Do that again. Brilliant.
1996.
Yes.
Did you know that was a guess?
No, either.
You didn't know that. That was a guess. Now you got it right. You
It
can
was
say
96
that
or
it was...
97.
Oh, okay. So you didn't know that.
Question 14. Sadly departed comedy legend Robin Williams named his daughter after which video game character?
Yeah. Shit. I can't think of words.
Zelda.
Zelda.
I knew that, though.
Well, you didn't say Buzz.
Well, because I forgot what my buzzer was.
It's you saying Buzz.
I think that this is unfair.
I think that you should have brought a buzzer with you.
Well, I didn't have a chance to do it.
Well,
This is not fair.
How is it not fair?
I don't know.
Because you don't know the
All right,
answers to
you
the
have the
questions.
buzzer.
Okay, well, now I'm going to win.
start the quiz.
Now I'm Will.
Okay, we've got one more question, so let's see if it has a bit of appreciable effect.
Buzz. I was just testing my buzzer.
Question 15. Which is the...
Okay. What's your answer?
No, I was just testing my buzzer.
Okay.
Two can play that game.
Your game.
Go.
Which is the best-selling console game of all time?
Tetris.
Wrong.
But Wii Sports.
Yes. Because it was packed in with the Wii, which sold 84 million.
Oh, well, thanks. You've just proved that someone that works at a games company knows more about games than the
Well, it
fucking
doesn't.
idiot.
So we have
Yes.
proved the hypothesis. So the final score was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 out of a possible 18 for Will, and 3 out of a possible 18 for Eldge, who apparently doesn't know a fucking thing about video games.
Well, that's true.
Thank you, Chunley.
Good to have.
Wow, mocked by a soundboard. Embarrassing.
That doesn't really make sense. Okay.
Well, now that embarrassment's out of the way and you put me in my place for the rest of the podcast, I'm going to remain silent.
No, we can
pass my phone a second. There's something I want to see if you guys... I don't know. Is it working yet?
Does it working yet? It's on 26%.
Yeah, that's fine. Just unplug it.
Good.
I read this thing online. This guy was describing a film. I want to see if you guys can guess what film he's describing. A muscle-bound martial artist equipped with body armor and $1 billion worth of weapons.
Batman.
Yeah.
Buzz.
Right, but anyway, the rest of it's funny. Takes on a thin homeless man in makeup with a severe crippling mental illness. That just made me laugh. I just thought I'd bring that to the show.
That's good. Thank you for that.
No worries.
Thanks for sharing that.
Right, let's start the podcast properly now. We can edit all of that shit out.
What, where you just lose?
Well, yeah, well, people won't know that because we're going to edit it.
But I'll keep referring to it. I'll keep saying, oh, that's an interesting story, like when you lost earlier.
But there's no point because you're just going to edit it out later.
Yeah, but I'm not going to edit out the mentions.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
I
now
see
that's
why I was
decided.
invited.
Well,
Yeah.
normally when you lose something to do with video games, you break the pad.
That is true. I am a pad smasher. I can't help it. It's the Hulk grip when I lose at FIFA.
Gross.
Can I do one of my stories?
Yep. Go for it.
Because I want to start today with something quite somber and dark.
Oh, okay.
Just so we've got somewhere to go. A Danish radio station boss has defended the killing of a baby rabbit during a live show, telling Sky News there's a discrepancy in how we care for different animals. Basically, this guy, Asger Gul, was hosting a debate on
Raz Al
animal...
Ghul.
Raz Al Ghul.
Who was not give in to my demands, I'll kill this rabbit on the air.
He's a presenter on Radio 24. See?
Yeah.
Yep.
He was hosting a debate on animal welfare when he hit 9-week-old Alan, the rabbit, 3 times with a bicycle pump before wringing his neck. Live on air, he beat the shit out of a baby rabbit and then wrung its neck, saying, "We need more debates about animal welfare."
Let's start one.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And he said Alan had a comfortable existence before his death, not just before. There's pictures of him holding Alan before.
There's Alan. So this is Raz Al Ghul and Alan.
Yeah, and
Let's
there's...
show that. Camera.
This is a picture of... You can't really see it because it's not colour, but that's a picture of Alan in the pot.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and then that's a
Gross.
picture of him drinking wine while enjoying eating Alan.
Can't be a lot of meat on a 9-week-old
No.
No.
rabbit.
But then again, you can't bring a calf into a radio station.
That's absolutely true.
So I just thought I'd bring that to bring the tone down a
I
little
actually
bit.
read that story, and there was he invited like an animal welfare expert into the station to discuss the issue, but didn't tell him he planned on killing a 9-week-old rabbit. And then when it became clear, the guy was like chasing him round the studio trying to stop
as you would.
him.
I mean, that's a horrific... That's like if we were doing the podcast and I just brought in like a goat or something and then just slit its throat. It was like, we need to talk about animal rights.
Thanks for raising the debate.
Yeah. So that's the only way I could do it.
I don't
Kill
understand
that poor defensive animal with a bicycle pump.
Why a bicycle pump?
Yeah, and like
What
why
a
hit
strange-
it then break its neck?
It feels like he had the idea on the way to
Yeah,
the studio.
it's a flag.
He's like, hold on, there's a pet shop there. I'm on my bike.
What can I fit in this basket?
Ding
right.
dong. Let's
A
get it
9-week-old
together.
rabbit.
Yeah.
I'll call him Alan.
Yeah. His name's Alan.
Alan. Fuck it, we'll go with Alan.
common Danish name.
Or maybe it's like his wife's taken up with a man called Alan. And he's just like, yeah.
He's just
this
really
is
annoyed.
Alan, just staring into the microphone at the radio station, presumably, hoping his wife's listening.
But the thing
They're
is,
probably at it, the radio's on, he's going mental with a...
3 times he hit it, and then he wrung its neck, and then he fucking ate it and took pictures of it. Like,
Yeah, but he did that later. I mean, I haven't read the story, but presumably that's...
I'm sure that
he
didn't happen
He didn't
on
get
radio.
like a gas fire stove out and a frying pan and be like, just mush it in there, don't worry about the fur, be fine. I think
He took it home and fed it to his children. Also,
But, I mean-
bicycle pumps, they're pretty light. I don't...
Yeah, that's why he had to wring its neck, because
That's
he's
not-
rubbish.
that's
unless
what
it's
I
one
would
of those
pick as
ones
my
that
death
you put your
implement.
feet on and you stand over it like an old dynamite
Like a-
plunger. Yeah, because they're pretty heavy.
Or Alan.
I know. I don't know why I brought that in. I thought
It's interesting though, because like he's right in the sense that there's like that rabbit would die eventually, and it's like, you know, if you got a battery hen and smashed it to bits on a radio show or podcast, what's the difference?
That's how they do it with battery hens. They beat it up until its legs come off and go down a chute, and then its wings come off and go down a chute.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
There are points to be made about the industrialisation of.
Tap my phone.
Of like the meat processing
ruining
industry.
it?
You are ruining it by.
It's my sister. Apologies.
Sorry,
viewers.
Alice.
My little sister's phoning me.
Just going to airport your ass.
Oh yeah, so I should have done that.
But to do it on a radio station is just promoting yourself, isn't it? Really,
It does seem like whoring for listeners.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Was that his radio show? Or was he a guest?
It was his radio show.
So he's not known to be related to animal welfare. He's just like
He just wanted to make a point about
Has he
animal
lost his
welfare
job
by
or
killing
like-
a rabbit.
Well, I hope he has now.
mental.
I'm not one that really. I like animals, but I know we have to eat them. We don't have to eat them, but vegans suck, so we kind of do have to eat them.
Sorry, vegans.
I'm not
We have to
sorry.
eat vegans.
We could. Well, I think we should. Ironic death.
Right. Some people hate me. Shit.
But I get that we have to eat animals and they're bred, but that rabbit wasn't bred for thingy, and it wasn't killed in a humane way. So his point is, if it had taken a microphone and gone to a slaughterhouse and like recorded pigs screaming
isn't
or
it
whatever,
sad?
yeah, God, isn't it sad? Fair enough, you've raised a point, or you could just raise the point and not kill a tiny defensive fucking
I don't know.
Alan.
Or bring in a chicken from
Tiny
a chicken farm and have a slaughterer kill the chicken.
Yeah.
That would kind of make a point with
Yeah.
killing a defenceless
With a pair of scissors.
pet rabbit. Oof.
Yeah, but I just thought I'd bring that in because
You wanted us to ultimately feel a bit sad.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it was. I should have left that to the end and brought us down from our high.
No, we can only go up from here.
Well, you say that.
Well, Tom, do you have any stories, or were you just quizzed?
No, the quiz is my contribution.
Okay. Well, I have reached into the metro to inform you that you can now send someone a fart in a jar.
Is it your fart?
It's not mine, no.
No, but I mean the person that owns it. I mean,
You can keep
they
it
don't
after they send it
send
to
you
you.
a jar, you fart in it, and then send
No,
it,
no,
and they
no.
forward it on for you.
They will fart in a jar for you and send it to someone for you.
It's not
That's
very
a job, isn't it?
personalised.
That's a job.
What's your job title? I fart in jars and send them to strangers.
Yeah, but what's the title? I've got to put something on the form.
Yeah, I'm also stalking like Jessica Alba. Like, it seems like the same thing.
So this is basically the moon pig of aerosolised shit.
Yeah. Can we send a fart to someone?
Can I just give you the URL? Sendajart.com.
A jart, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Amazing. And it says, let a rip in 4 easy ass steps. Send a fart in a jar because you can. Know someone who's been a total assberry lately? Let them know with a sealed fart in a jar. When they open the jar to read the note inside, they'll unleash the almighty stench of our signature ass air copyright symbol. Boom, you win. Yeah.
Unless they know, what is the...
Well, that's what the note's for.
What does the
Write
note
a
say?
personal note so they know exactly why they're smelling things they've never smelled before.
Right.
There you go.
Because, sometimes you open a pack of meat and it smells like farts.
Mm.
If I got a jar with a note in it and it didn't say anywhere that there was a fart in there, I just think this jar smells funny.
Right.
But there needs to be a
the
note
would
saying,
probably say, this
You've
is a
just
fart.
smelt someone's anus.
I imagine it's probably included. Everyone farts, but only a jart has the power to say, you deserve to smell this smell.
Brilliant.
How can they guarantee the relative smelliness of the jarred fart?
I don't know if they can, but you probably don't want a sample, do you? It's the problem.
No, but you wanted some sort. I mean, do they have like a crack team of people eating nothing but cabbage on retainer?
Peanuts.
I mean,
Do you pay more for a
presumably-
shart?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
If that's-
pebble dashing is more.
Let's look at the testimonials.
They've got testament. People have done this.
Of course they have. Payback is a smelly little bitch. Violence solves nothing, but a passive-aggressive air biscuit packaged in a classy clear jar sends enough a message without killing anyone. Unless you choose the Michael Moore jart, then it's premeditated murder. Testimonial number 1 from Jennifer S., who says, a few months ago, I put my lunch in the fridge at work. It had my name on it in big, bold letters. I caught someone eating it and asked them if it was if their name was Jennifer. Turns out it was. 2 can play that game, girl. I sent her a jar a week later. She won the battle, but I won the war.
So weird.
I don't think it's real, the testimonials, by the way.
There's a thing that you can buy now as well where you can send, it's an envelope and it's got glitter in it. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
I think there was a Kickstarter. I don't know if it actually worked out in the end, did it?
I think it did. I've seen it.
Or you could just do it at any time.
You can just put glitter in an envelope.
Yeah.
So the natural progression of this is shit in a jiffy bag, surely.
Well, they had that. Like, you can send people shit. That's the thing.
What, like actual shit? Human shit?
Yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah, okay.
Easy.
So you type into Google send people. First hit is send people glitter. Second, to Mars. Just the 2 ends of human aspiration.
We don't want to send people to Mars. We're looking at how to send someone human shit.
Send people shit.
Aspiration.
There you go, poopsenders.com. There's quite a few. Poopsenders, shitexpress.com, iPoopyou.com, mailpoop.com, shitsenders. That's the one I've heard about. Let's have a look at shitsenders.
Is that the gold standard for...
How is this? How is this? Does this not make you...
I think some of them we've got shut down. Let's look at the number one. Oh, they're all poopsenders.com. They're all
These look like animal poop.
Yeah, I think they had to stop doing human ones.
Obviously.
For taste and decency.
It didn't taste good.
Yes, doesn't taste decently. Yeah, you can send someone a gallon of elephant shit.
A gallon?
For only $26.95 plus $10 shipping.
A gallon? That's
pretty good, isn't it?
How much is a gallon?
A lot. That's like 8 pints.
See, in my luck, I'd send it to someone I hate and they go, oh, fertiliser, and just throw it on their garden and I'd give them a good crop that year.
Yeah, that's the problem. You do want to send it in.
My grandma used to buy lion shit to scare deer away from her roses.
What, in England?
Yeah.
Lion shit?
Yeah, you can buy lion shit to spread it around your rose bushes if you've got deer coming in. She had quite a big garden that deer would come into. They just fucking know.
Here,
they just know that something ain't right. There's some like ancient buried genetic. There's a lion about.
That's weird because they would have seen a lion. They never would have smelt lion shit.
All I can tell you is her roses were less nibbled.
Okay.
It works.
It works.
Okay. Speaking of ancient bullshit, this is not ancient. Pregnant mum addicted to eating rocks says, I feel ashamed, but I have to do it. Is the baby going to come out in an egg? That's what chickens do.
Is it crack rocks?
Yeah, chickens eat little pebbles.
No, it's not crack rock. It's literally, she
looks like a crack rock eater.
Rocks. Yeah, she does.
Does a little bit.
A pregnant mum is putting her and her unborn baby's health at risk with her bizarre craving, eating rocks. Whilst most women want chocolate, ice cream, or even strange food combinations during pregnancy, the woman named only as Sylvia has probably the strangest craving ever. She features in a program called My Extraordinary Pregnancy, which has been uploaded to YouTube. And someone's just fucking around on YouTube and gone, "Oh, that's a story. That'll do."
So it's not even TV. It's not a program on TV.
Has been uploaded to YouTube.
Brilliant.
Not what I found on YouTube. In the footage, Sylvia of New York, USA, in case you hadn't heard of it.
So it could be bollocks.
Yeah, probably.
Oh.
It's on YouTube.
And it's also on the Metro website.
I've synthesised this via the Metro. Stay-at-home mum of 2 says, I feel really upset and dozy, ashamed, but I have to do it. Some women eat pickles or sushi. I would love that. Well, then do it instead, you fucking bellend.
So when she goes for a shit, it must sound like driving down a gravel path.
So she craves rocks?
Apparently.
Or is she just saying, I want something weird to eat?
She said, when I see certain rocks, my mouth waters. It's like when you see something you really want to eat.
Wow. Wonder what you can't taste of anything. She can't chew them, surely. Does she have teeth?
She appears to have teeth.
Oh. She's not eating them then, she's just swallowing them. To eat, surely the definition you have to chew.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd eat pretty quickly.
Well, there's that guy who had pica, that disease which makes you eat weird shit.
Really?
Have you not heard of it?
No.
PICA, pica.
Right.
I think that's what it is. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes people eat really, really weird shit. And there's a guy who ate an aeroplane. I shit you not. Over 2 years, he broke down a single-seater light aircraft or something, and broke it down to little bits and ate a whole plane over the course of 9 years or something.
Okay,
Pica.
Wikipedia'd it, and it's a disorder characterised by an appetite for substances that are largely non-nutritive, such as paper, clay, metal, chalk, soil, glass,
What's
or
this weird
sand.
stuff? Chalk.
For these actions to be considered pica, they must persist for more than 1 month at an age where eating such objects is considered developmentally abnormal. So in other words, if you're not a kid, no excuse.
So if you're not a kid, it's not a disorder. You're just
a kid,
weird.
and whatever.
You're just
anything
weird.
goes. Yeah.
Wow.
It's like kids eating glue.
Excuse
I
me.
suppose.
Yeah. It's me Prada-Willy syndrome.
Yeah.
Because I like saying Prada-Willy syndrome.
What's Prader-Willi syndrome?
Where they eat posh handbags.
It's like a condition where people don't feel full, and so it's basically like being a food addict. So like when people's kids have it, they have to like put locks on all of the cupboards because the kid just will lie and cheat and do whatever they can to get hold of more food. It goes along with some like developmental issues that kind of associated with like learning difficulties as well.
Okay.
It was on an episode of House.
And it's called Prader-Willi syndrome.
And it wasn't lupus.
It's hilarious.
It wasn't lupus, no.
Never
But
will.
it is called, it is called Prader-Willi, and it is funny. There's anything Willy in it.
This leads me neatly on to a story in the Mirror. Woman who eats 1 kilo of sand every day claims to be perfectly healthy.
She shit sandcastles.
She does not, but she looks like an idiot and doesn't seem to have any teeth.
It could be hummus or couscous. There's no difference.
This sprightly elderly lady claims to be super healthy despite a bizarre addiction to eating sand. Locals in India say Sudama Devi first munched sand for a joke with friends when she was just 10, but now eats up to 1 kilogram of the stuff every day. So would she have pica? Is that?
Yeah, that could be pica.
Because that's not nutritional, is it? They did mention sand.
Does it say how she eats it?
Sand. She picks it up with a little tray and then just scoffs
It's
it.
not like in a sandwich or a bolognese.
Oh, a sand.
Oh, sandwich.
Oh, I didn't. That wasn't even an
Are
intentional
you calling
pun.
her a sandwich? Because that is racist.
That's a pun on pun there.
I know.
I'm lost in pun.
You can't do that.
Yeah,
But there, she's got a bit of
that looks like a chip.
chip or tangerine. I think it's a bit of.
Oh
Yeah.
God, sand. It's horrible.
That's basically everything you don't want when you go to the beach with a picnic. And you're like, oh fuck, I've dropped
She
down some
loves it.
sand. She'd be like, yeah, fuck the sandwich.
What's her name? Debbie. Get Debbie down the picnic. She'll lick all the sand off your food before you eat it.
Yeah, then it's much better, isn't it?
I've got a story.
Okay, go on.
You probably read this one, but it made me laugh.
Okay.
Lawyer offers 50 cows, 70 sheep, and 30 goats to marry President Obama's daughter.
What?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of this.
A lawyer in Kenya has offered President Obama an assortment of cows, sheep, and goats in return for his teenage daughter's hand in marriage.
Is he taking him up on it? It's a good dowry.
I don't know, but Felix Caprono said he got interested, and they're not my inverted commas,
Okay.
in 16-year-old Malia in 2008. So she's 16-year-old now. So how old would she be in 2008?
Okay.
9?
So he got interested in her when she was 9. U-Tree. Pass this on to U-Tree. He said, yeah, give him 50 cows, 70 sheep, 30 goats. He said, I'll teach Malia how to milk a cow, cook ugali, which is a maize porridge.
And is that cook you some gali or cook ugali as a word?
Ugali, U-G-A-L-I, which is maize porridge.
Okay.
And prepare...
It's food you only eat inside a maze.
and prepare mursik, which is a traditional sour milk.
Only suffered from
Surely to prepare
mermaids.
a traditional sour milk, you just leave milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's preparation process
There
quite
you go.
lengthy.
I'm going to teach you how to make mursik.
Wait.
Leave.
Luke, don't touch it.
Don't touch it. But yeah, so this is about a pedo that's offered some farm animals to fuck President Obama's daughter. I'm surprised he hasn't gone for it yet.
That is like the worst Jean-Claude Van Damme film ever.
Taken 4. And I'll just read my other one quickly because the headline: Are erasers in school instruments of the devil?
Yes.
Oh, they are, okay.
I didn't buzz in, sorry. Buzz. Yes.
A cognitive scientist has suggested rubbers be banned from classrooms. Because,
Is this the American rubbers or is this
no, this isn't condoms.
Right.
This is an eraser.
a razor?
Yeah, a rubber. Rubert in French.
And rub.
Rube. He says it creates a culture of shame about error. It's a way of lying to the world, which says, I didn't make a mistake. I got it right the first time. Yeah, but what if you've run out of room on your multiple choice?
Yeah, that's just bullshit.
It's rubbish, isn't it?
Well,
but he's got a whole
study
report on how erasers should be banned because it makes kids think it's not okay to make a mistake.
That sounds like a guy who was about to lose his tenure at a university. He's desperate. The head of the school's there, and they've gone, well, none of this is any good, Alan. I mean, what have you... You've got nothing else.
If you're not good, we're going to hit you with a bicycle pump.
We're going to just club you with this and we'll wring your neck. And then he was just looking around. He's like, picks up an eraser and he's like, evil, isn't it?
That.
And they're like, what do you mean? He's like, wow, wait, I'm going to go and figure out
why it's evil.
Explain why these are terrible.
This is very much like the discussion of Alan Partridge pitching shows.
Yeah, it's the academic equivalent of monkey tennis. Basically.
Backpacking with Chris Akabusi.
Yeah.
Half those shows that he says I would watch.
Yeah.
Half
and
of them
are
have
better
been
than a
made.
lot of what's on ITV
Yes,
TV.
that's true.
Yeah. Good.
So yeah, rubbers are evil.
It turns out.
Turns out that they're evil.
Shit.
I used to use them quite a lot in school and I didn't feel any shame.
You made lots of mistakes.
Yeah, but I did make lots of mistakes.
That's fine. It's fine.
I did all right. I got a job, stuff. Got a beard.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Turned out nice.
Next story.
Next story is from the Mirror. I caught my son trying to milk himself into a bucket. Parents share embarrassing tales about their kids.
I was going to bring these. I saw these today.
Really?
I was going to bring these exact ones.
Okay.
But I haven't read them.
Okay, good. I love this.
When they say milk himself, they mean wank.
Let's find out. Well, this is what I'm not sure, because...
Or like proper prostate milking.
Actual...
Oh, from the nipple?
Well, I don't know. I haven't read it yet.
Oh, read it.
Okay. So what do you know about your child that you'll never tell him or her? That's the question that's been posed on community news site Reddit. I love it how normal media just doesn't it's been uploaded to YouTube. Well done.
So Reddit is their source?
Yeah.
Okay.
With some quite unbelievable tales being revealed. In other words, they're not substantiated, but we're going to print them anyway, so fuck it. There's the one about the little boy trying to milk himself from username Lightning Bolts Are Glowing.
Lightning bolts are glowing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Irish.
Yes.
A glowing. That's an Irish name.
It is. I will name my firstborn Lightning Bolts. They said, I caught my son once pretending to milk himself into a bucket while he was taking a bath. He was around 4 years old, so I don't think he remembers. But he was hovering over a bucket, squeezing his penis.
Wow. Hovering? You've got a hovering child?
I think that's the more interesting bit of that story, isn't it?
Wow,
We never told him he can fly.
These a glowing family or a bunch of superheroes. These embarrassing stories. I've got one from my childhood.
Hold on.
But I think
I've got a lot from your childhood, but
I think that you should continue reading and I will save it until the end.
Okay, that's a hook. I asked him what he was doing and he told me he was pretending his penis was an udder and he was trying to get milk.
Oh,
I've used the same excuse when I was caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just need some cereal. Sorry, Uncle.
Pass me the Cheerios.
Yeah.
Nearly done. No, smaller bowl than that.
Okay, another user called Xgavor, brilliant, has an embarrassing tale about their son and the family pet. I walked in on my 5-year-old stepson with his pants down, rubbing the cat against his penis, saying, "Oh, that feels good."
Wow.
I mean...
How old? I missed that.
5-year-old stepson.
Okay.
I said, that's not what the cat is for. Good.
What is the cat for?
Not that. He was embarrassed. Was this you?
No, this wasn't me.
Yeah,
mine's not as embarrassing as that. I've never
Okay.
got pets involved. I swear.
Okay.
There was that stick insect once.
Yeah.
And I regret it.
Not a real animal, though, is it?
No.
It's like a baby rabbit. Do what you want. He was embarrassed. The cat hasn't been the same since.
Traumatise the cat.
There you go. Cats also feature in the confession from Water Lilies 1919, who said she could never tell her daughter that she ate cat poop.
Oh.
They added, we had a very long-haired cat at the time. R.I.P. little buddy.
So the mum couldn't tell her daughter that the mum ate poop.
No.
She couldn't
daughter
ever
ate
tell the
poop.
daughter that the daughter ate
These are
poop when she
things
was
that
young.
you don't tell your kids that they've done because they're
too young to
idiots when they were
remember.
kids.
Okay.
That she goes on to say, apparently some poop got stuck to his fur, only to fall out upstairs where the baby was crawling around and found it.
Ugh.
What I don't understand is the poo falls on the carpet, the baby eats it. Is the parent there? If the parent isn't there, how do they know it ever happened? If they were there, why did they watch it happen?
That's a very good point.
If they saw it fall and left it, why did they leave it? And the story's full of
I'm
holes.
going to say you walk in halfway through to find it with like a...
Just like,
When she's spreading it on
just
toast.
like a mouthful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a very, very good point. And I think that these stories need to be substantiated.
Yeah.
5 years, well, it's Reddit. 5 years later, she is still a normal and happy and healthy child. I like that she had to say that just to be like, not mental though.
But her breath stinks.
Yeah, but she smells of cat shit always.
Cat shit's the worst.
I've had news outlets are just reduced to reporting shit they found on the internet.
Yeah, just like us. But we're not a
We're
news
not
outlet.
pretending to be a news outlet.
Maybe we should.
Yep,
We're bringing word to the masses.
word indeed.
Almost like a religion.
It's not. Predictably, when it comes to physical exploration, children can be at their most entertaining and weird. Another tale you might hope not to be repeated to any future partners happened to California Lima Bean. They
Wow.
said, I, brackets for some reason, went to use the bathroom and I left our 8-month-old on the rug. I found her in the walk-in closet,
Dead.
gnawing on my dildo.
Wow. Gnawing?
Hold on a minute. 4 years later, hold on, how old is she? Oh, 8 months old. 4 years later, brackets, last week, she found it in my underwear drawer and promptly asked why I have a dog bone. I have since thrown said dildo in the trash.
So
She kept it.
Oh,
Well, it was ribbed at that point from
that's
the
a very
teeth
good
mark.
point.
So,
You've done me a favour, love.
yeah, love.
Come on, darling.
That's a bit gross, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a bit sick.
You don't go, I'll keep that and continue to place it inside my vagina.
Put it in the baby book.
Just sellotape it onto a page.
Yeah, her first teeth marks.
You were teething when you nobbled my... Anyway.
What's that picture about?
Well, this is the next one.
It's just a man having a shower.
Another guy says, my son, age 2, was taking a shower with me and started to slip, so he grabbed the first thing he could, my junk.
Oh.
I think the whole base, brackets where we lived, could hear my screams and he was really freaked out because daddy was on the ground.
Oh, I thought you meant the whole base of his penis.
Yeah, they were all listening.
They're all listening.
Both testicles. Perhaps one of the most common tales is about how children were conceived, and one mum decided she might one day reveal the true comedy of her tale. Freckled Baker said, oh, gross, said he was conceived...
Ginger Baker's daughter.
He was conceived after we got lost trying to find a Halloween party at a friend's new place. We ended up just going home, but I was already in the French maid costume. It made perfect sense to get drunk and forget birth control. I don't imagine we'll ever tell him he was conceived inside a French maid costume. Actually, who am I kidding? We will bust this out for his future spouse.
I mean,
That's not that embarrassing.
Yeah,
That's not embarrassing. That's just...
the fact she said conceived inside a French maid's costume is a little bit weird. Like, I'm going to just jizz in this and you get an egg out and then we'll get an egg out, force an egg out.
How do you force an egg out?
Squeeze.
Just concentrate.
Yeah.
We don't really know much about women, do we?
No, not a lot.
I didn't pay a lot of attention in biology class.
Wow.
See, I was going to bring those in, but they're not. Some of them aren't that embarrassing.
No.
My one from when I was a child
Go on.
was outside. Did you guys ever have to, in like PE and stuff, did you ever have to rope climb?
Yeah.
It was there, but I knew I could never achieve
I was
it.
terrible at it.
I think in a
You
few
guys are
years I'll go
missing
back
out.
to
It
high
was
school
like-
and try.
It was like pre-wank. It was like pre-wanking.
I remember you talking about this when we were at school, actually.
It was like before wanking, the rope climb was the closest you got. Like the rubbing against the rope. And all the kids in my school used to just hang.
Whoa,
at the top
hold
of
on.
the
I
rope.
was at your school.
No, you weren't.
What are you talking about? Are you talking primary school?
Primary school.
Oh, okay. Oh,
That's why it's pre-wanking.
okay.
Primary
Yeah.
school's all about the hand.
Yeah.
Primary school's all about the rope. Anyway, so yeah, that was this thing, and you used to climb up, and I can't remember if I got a boner. I just remember feeling like
You were slowly grinding your way down a giant rope.
pretty much, yeah. It was like, yeah, I was a pole dancer of my time before they got cool. Were they cool?
When
Were they
you were
around?
at primary school,
I don't know.
probably, yeah.
Anyway,
If I know my Aerosmith songs, and I do.
you do indeed.
Yeah.
But outside the co-op where I'm from, sorry to name some brands, co-op, Tesco's could
You're
be anywhere.
not from the co-op, though. So that grammar doesn't
from
work. Outside the co-op where I'm from, where my parents bought me.
where I'm from, there is a co-op. Is that better?
sir. Yes.
Thank you. And there was there's a couple of poles, and apparently I don't remember this, but apparently my mum was standing talking to her friends about whatever middle-aged women talk about. I don't know.
Menopause.
And the two Polish people said,
Jelly
what?
molds. You what?
There were a couple of Polish people there.
No. Oh, you're purposely
You did the show last week.
misunderstanding me.
You did the show last
that's
week.
true.
So fuck
Two
off.
cylindrical, solid supports for an awning outside co-op. There's no way you can misunderstand that. They were standing there talking, and I was just climbing up and
They
down the
prefer
poles.
Central Europeans.
Do they? Okay, sorry.
You're
Climbing up
warming
and down
a
this
strut,
pole.
Yeah.
Obviously having a whale of a fucking time with like mini tiny boner that I had or whatever. And Mum was like, James, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Come down now. And I jumped down and ran into the middle of her mates and was like, I can't. It makes my willy feel amazing.
Oh, proud day for Val.
They've never let me forget that, basically.
Is that when she called your dad and said, don't worry about that college fund?
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Just call B&Q, get him a job there as soon as he's done. Which I did. So
You did.
look at me now.
Get Barnes and Quayle on the phone. I've also got to share with you some incredible patents that will be a little bit lost on the audio listener. Actually,
Okay,
do you know
so
what?
maybe we should try and describe them.
I might, no, because that's not going to work either, because they are just bobbins. I might save this till next week, dive into the Bowl of Destiny,
Okay.
and we'll get...
That one already looks awesome.
It's JC Boyle's automatic hat doffer. A Victorian man's dilemma. Too many ladies and too little time to greet them politely. Mr. Boyle's 1896 saluting device meant that a gent would not have to use his hand to doff his hat to passing corsets.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I wear a lot of hats now.
There you go.
Excuse me, sorry.
Get a doffer.
It's hot in here.
I know.
Yawning.
But I'm going to save the rest. There's quite a few amazing devices, such as the animal trap, which just involves a revolver and a mouse.
I can see
I'm going to save it. We're going to jump into the inimitable Bowl of Destiny's Child.
Is there no Jew news this week?
Yeah, is there any Jews?
Oh, there is some Jew news, but I didn't bring it in.
Just
I forgot.
paraphrase it.
Paraphrasing, basically there's a company that has set up kosher sex toys for Jewish people. Because the thing, or kosher, not by kosher I don't mean like not...
Are they
pork.
normally made out?
Yeah, I was going to say why.
No, by
why would
kosher
that be
I
a
mean
problem
all
to
right
solve?
for Jews to use.
But who's against them using them?
Well, he was saying that
I've
they...
never met a Jew that's gone, I love dildos. I wish I could get involved with that.
You can't have it in the same kitchen as dairy?
Or in your kids' cupboards.
But his reasoning was that most Jewish people who are of, who's strong in the faith, what are they called?
Hasidic.
That's it. The Hasidic Jews, they don't like all the pictures of all the porn on the boxes. So he's created a sleek, svelte line of Jew-friendly dildos
Are they worried
with
about?
like plain black boxes and stuff.
Are they worried about getting porked? Is all this? Sorry. I'm sorry, Tom.
But that's the Jew news.
Excellent.
Do you have any other Jew news?
I have no... I didn't realise this was a feature now.
I
It
told
is
you
now.
that it was a feature.
The dreidel of news.
The dreidel of news. Spin that dreidel.
I have neither a dreidel.
I feel like it's been
already.
spun and fallen flat.
Yeah.
So
That's a true
I
story.
think you covered us with the...
There is one more thing.
Okay.
I wrote it down.
Damn
You
it.
need to get this website up.
okay.
The Kush Company, Kush spelled KUSH.com.
Okay.
This is a thing.
Yeah.
This is a thing that I found, and it's for women. It's for women.
I'm going to add this to the video, but for the audio listeners, explain what we're looking at right now.
What it is, it's basically a thing for women who have breast implants, and it's to go between their tits when they sleep on their side to stop them like sagging over. And all it is like a pillow to go between your tits. That's all it is.
Yeah, it looks very much like just like a salt shaker, like a little.
Yeah, it does. Like a soft or like a pillow rest.
Yeah.
No, it looks like a giant chopstick rest.
Yeah, it does.
Made out of like spongy stuff. But yeah, you just put it between their tits, so when they sleep on their side, they don't crush their own hearts or something. I don't know. Why would you need that?
I don't know.
Well, it's going to be sweating itself.
Yeah, but surely having something in the middle is going to sweat.
It's going to be Gore-Tex.
Well, it's probably like ceramic or something that's just
No, it's like a little squeezy. Oh, it's
Maybe it'll
squeezing.
soak it up.
Oh, you wring it out in the
don't
morning.
make the rules.
Tit sweat.
Oh.
I've got to go and wring out my cush.
No, you can bottle that and sell it.
I'd buy that for $1.
Boob sweat is the best of all sweats.
Gooch
Yeah,
sweat.
I mean,
It's significantly better than gooch sweat.
Ball sweat.
same thing, really.
No, not.
Yeah.
Well,
It'll inevitably end up in the gooch.
Yeah, it's a long journey though.
I can demonstrate if you want.
Okay. By all means. Continue.
No. I was hoping you wouldn't call me on that at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. But I was hoping Aurora was here so I could get a female
Perspective on the Kush
perspective
Company.
on the Kush, because to me why not just put a pillow between them?
Well, that will slip out. This is deliberately designed.
There are pictures on there as
ergonomically.
well of them using them. I did look. If you go to...
Did you? That's unlike you.
Yeah, well,
About.
I don't want to tell you how I found it.
No, I don't want to know how you found it.
People from work might be listening.
Okay.
There you go, look, there's a picture.
Okay, yeah. So there's a pregnant lady on her side. It's not dirty.
I didn't see a
She's
pregnant
got the... she's got,
is that only for people with
you think she had
implants?
one
I thought
giant
she was-
extra boob?
I thought she was holding a bald man to her fanny.
Wow. Like a giant Duncan Goodhue.
Yeah. Buy your Kush for when Duncan Goodhue comes over.
So this is in general for the larger jug lady as opposed to necessarily implants.
Well, no, how I found it was through, they said it's used for women with implants. You might be able to get special ones.
Sorry, I've just sneezed over your...
It's fine.
It's for women who what?
For women.
Cool.
There was no finish to that.
Okay.
There's no extra bit.
That's the Kush Company and the Jew News out of the way.
Them and Shittens kicking off.
Oh, I love this
They
shit.
should do an X-rated version of Dragon's Den with Shittens, Kush Company, Jew dildos,
And fart in a jar.
and fart in a jar.
I've got one of these in my house.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Right. Let's dip into the bowl of Destiny's Child.
And I moved.
Right. I thought we might have kind of been over this ground before, but let's
try it.
Let's run it up the flags poll and see if anyone salutes.
Gross.
How's that, gross?
Erections.
Flagpole.
That's just in your head. If you could witness any event, past, present, or future, what would it be?
Why would you say
Future?
future?
Yeah, how
I
can
don't know. I didn't write the question.
When I become king,
Yeah,
I'll witness that because then it means I'll become king.
I think it's a dumb.
If you could
question.
witness
any event, past, present, or future.
If I
Why
could
would it
witness
be
any event
as
present,
well?
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's difficult.
I mean, in general, like
Yeah, like right now you'd have to be aware of everything that was happening.
Yeah.
Well, you could say, oh, I know it's...
You know, if Glasgow was
I know
on at
it's
the moment, you
Glastonbury
really wanted
right now. I'm going to go to Glasgow, yeah.
I did miss Eurovision the other day, so maybe, and I forgot to record
I
it.
think you need to set your sights.
And I can't be asked.
Yeah, I don't know if you're aiming high enough.
I don't know if you're in the spirit of the question.
Well,
Any event, past, present, or future.
have you seen Eurovision?
I have seen Eurovision.
Last year's was pretty good.
Last year's was pretty good.
There you go.
My idol, Conchita Wurst, won it. I lost the sweepstake this year. Won my pound back. I was Austria again.
Okay.
Did you see Finland's entry?
No,
Okay. I don't know if we should talk about this on the podcast.
probably not.
They're a punk
I've got no
band.
point of reference. Okay.
And they're made up of people with learning difficulties.
Okay. Then we definitely shouldn't talk about it.
But I'm just saying, I'm not laughing at them, and I've heard so much worse punk songs in my life than that, but they didn't
True.
make it through. I just thought, is that cruel to put like a special needs punk band in the public eye, or is that empowering them?
Surely it's cruel to not put them through.
True. But would people laugh at them if they got through? Are they breaking, like the grannies that sung about baking bread?
I think it's close. What?
You not see that?
No.
Oh,
I think
that's
this is
good
close
track.
to the whole rabbit situation.
What, bringing attention to an issue?
Yeah.
Do you have an opinion? You're one of
Depends
them.
how it depends how it's
From
done.
Finland.
Yeah, I think it could be empowering or it could be sneering. It depends on how it's framed.
True.
Okay, well, your homework is to go and watch the Finnish entry.
Okay. Remember
Okay.
the Polish one from last year?
The one where they were just milking wooden cocks.
terrific.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Okay, I'll look into that as well. But
Let me
where
tell
would you
me
go?
which one you prefer.
Past, present, or future?
Oh, sorry, the question, right.
I don't think
I don't know,
seeing
like,
the Finnish entry for Eurovision counts.
I'd go back and stop myself. That's not part of it, though, is it? It's not like
From
time
killing
travel.
Hitler.
No, from watching Phantom Menace at the cinema.
Good. That's a great use of that power.
I can't think of anything major that I would use it for because I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I have no idea what's happening right now. And in the past, it's already happened. So I've already witnessed the things that I knew about.
You could have seen it firsthand. What about like you go and witness the signing of Declaration of Independence, or you go and witness Hitler's last moments, or you go and witness Dr. Sam Beckett putting right what once went wrong.
Now you're talking.
There you
Now
go.
you're talking.
Any of those?
Yeah.
Any of those main historical events? That
Will, do you have an answer?
that
Sam Beckett.
Sam Beckett.
Okay.
You go back to a fictional universe.
No, he interrupted
Or you just go and watch it
real
when
events.
it's first aired.
Yeah.
You know what you mean? You just go back.
I'll go back to the making of Quantum Leap where they're going, oh, I'm not sure if this is going to be good. I'll just be there going,
Come on, please make it.
yeah, it's going to be great. You don't even realise.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. That's my answer.
What about you?
I don't know.
Moses.
Would you go and kill Judas?
No.
Would
He
you
hung
go and
himself.
kill Jesus?
No.
Are you sure?
Again.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I don't know. Probably be something lame like seeing some band in their pomp as opposed to catching them later.
Right.
When I saw Deftones, I thought they went with you and they were fucking terrible.
They were pretty
I wish
bad.
I'd seen them.
Chino was being a cock.
Yeah, I wish I'd seen them just off the back of White Pony or seen Refuse just off the back of Shape of Punk to Calm or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen reviews recently. There's a new single out this
Yeah,
week.
I've listened to that today.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's quite different. It's good.
Yeah. It's just a song, isn't it?
Yeah.
By a band.
It's that.
Cool. I'm going to get another question
Those
out.
are things.
I think that one's run out of steam. We've really got to vet these questions. The thing is, we didn't vet these questions in the Bowl of Destiny's Child because we didn't want to know what they were.
Yeah.
As a result, a lot of them are bollocks, such as, who is the worst actor in Hollywood?
Oh, that's a good question.
James, tell me more.
The worst actor in Hollywood. There's a lot of child actors who really piss me off.
I think child acting in general is a bit... It's
Daniel
kind of weird.
Radcliffe's pretty bad.
It's difficult
in
to hold him
everything.
responsible for. He gets better as the films go on.
The kids, yeah, but the kids aren't responsible, but no one can write for kids. Like, kids always say things that adults will say to other adults.
Yeah.
Something
It's
amazingly insightful
It's so
because
difficult
it's a kid.
writing children. How can you put yourself back into that frame of mind
Well,
of
you
being
do, like,
a
I
fucking
think,
idiot?
I think the best thing you can do is just have it realistic and not have them have anything fucking momentous to say.
Yeah, but I just think it must be very difficult to write.
There are some good kid actors, like
Sixth Sense, brilliant.
Yeah, although now he's a psycho, isn't he?
He looks incredible now.
He looks like the kid
Google
from,
Haley Joel Osment now.
and he looks like the kid who played Anakin in Phantom Menace.
No,
They're both
it's
having
like
the same
Haley Joel
trajectory.
Osment, like
Oh, really?
the
Yeah.
one who ended up relatively normal. His parents actually looked after him pretty well.
Oh, I'm sure he's pretty normal. He just looks very strangely like a kid that's been inflated and someone's like glued a beard on it.
Because Jake Lloyd,
That's him,
He fucking
Jake Lloyd.
hates
Who's Jake Lloyd?
he's
Is that
kid
the
who played
Phantom Menace?
Anakin. He like hates everything to do with it now. Because he's just got nothing but abuse for it, as you can imagine.
Oh, that's pretty shit.
Yeah.
But he was terrible. I mean, it's not his fault, but
No, I
He
mean,
had fuck all to
I'm not
work
blaming-
he probably
I'm not-
wasn't terrible.
he
I mean,
was.
he's
You
just-
watch it back.
No.
He was the worst thing about that film.
Was he?
Jar Jar Binks was in that film.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, fair enough.
Okay, so kids aside, who do you think the worst actor in Hollywood is?
That is a tough question.
There's so many bad actors.
But there's people who are overrated, and I don't get why.
Like who?
Like,
I think Brad Pitt has been overrated
I
for
can't
a
think of his
decade.
I like Brad Pitt.
I don't think he's done anything of worth since Fight Club.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, well, he's not a bad actor.
Getting
He's
progressively
just
worse.
But he just does the same. oh, I'm a British guy.
Is that your Johnny Depp impression? Can you do that to the camera just so they can see? Do your Johnny Depp impression. Come on, Will. Straight face. I don't want to Come on, do your Johnny Depp impression.
No, I'm just saying he always does. He always does. What's his face from Rolling Stones?
What's his
Keith Richards.
Keith Richards.
He just does drunk Keith Richards.
Keith Floyd then.
Yeah.
He was their caterer.
Celebrity chef Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
No, he always just does that same bullshit where he's like, oh, I'm either like an English gent or I'm drunk Keith Richards. No matter what the role is.
So Connery does Connery, doesn't he? Regardless of whatever
Yeah,
role
but there's
he's-
actors that do...
But that's not acting. That's just being yourself.
Michael
like Jonah
Caine, though.
Hill.
Michael Caine's amazing, though, but he is always himself.
For me, a bad actor is somebody that you just don't buy in the role, you know. Like,
Yeah.
You know, when
Actually, I'm
somebody
going
is
to
just-
defend Jonah Hill. Have you watched Cyrus?
I'm not saying he's a bad actor. I'm just saying he is always Jonah Hill in the films that he's in.
Well, watch Cyrus.
What's Cyrus?
It's a film with John C. Reilly.
It's not the follow-up to Con Air, is it?
No.
About Cyrus the Virus once he
wish it
escapes.
We're going to Disneyland. No, it's not.
Him and Buscemi living it up.
Yep. New roller coming out. Snake eyes. No, it's a thing with John C. Reilly where John C. Reilly's getting it on with a woman who's like late 30s and has a grown-up kid, and Jonah Hill's the grown-up kid. It's really good. It's really good little drama, and they're shits to each other. And like the trailer makes it look a bit like Step Brothers, but it's actually kind of mostly just a serious drama about them being dicks. Really good film.
I'm not saying that I don't like Jonah Hill. I'm just saying that he's one of those ones where every film he's in, it is Jonah Hill. Like, I would say the same, Sean Connery, like, but I guess once you get to a point,
A lot of that's,
like Brad
a lot of that's
Pitt,
typecasting. I just think
Yeah,
Brad Pitt's
exactly.
fucking lazy. I don't think he's done anything different.
I will stand up for Brad
He just
Pitt.
turns up and I'm Brad Pitt.
Yeah, but there's
bad.
actors who try and do different interesting things. Like it's an unfortunate point of reference, but old Shia LaBeouf, he's doing all kinds of weird random shit
Shia LaBeouf.
to try and get away from the fact that he was in, Indiana Jones.
Didn't he accuse someone of raping him?
I don't know.
Yeah,
All that weird
He says a
art
lot of
thing.
weird
He's
shit.
doing like an art installation project where people would just sit in a room with him. Like they would just come in one by one. They'd be alone in the room with him, and he says some woman sexually assaulted him.
He wishes.
Did you see the video he did for that Sire woman? That's fucking really good.
Yeah, her stuff's amazing. I've only just discovered her music. It's really weird. How not noticed.
She's called Sire.
SIA,
Isn't it?
Oh, not like-
Pronuncia?
Why?
No
Why,
idea.
thank you, Sire.
I've only
My Liege,
Yeah.
the new album.
Well, who's the best actor then? We can discuss who the best actors are.
Well, you could argue that if the criteria is people who are always the same, Michael Caine. I think he's awesome.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. It's not a bad thing.
It's just about him just slightly crying all the time.
Michael Caine. That's my impression.
Is that it?
That's good, yeah. It's
Same.
better than your fucking Johnny Depp impression, which you're refusing to do again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that again. It was a mistake. I'm a British.
Hello, I'm Johnny Depp. He was in that fucking terrible thing that just came out where he plays a British
Anything
guy.
from
Mordecai, yeah.
Is that bad?
I haven't seen it. I'm just going on the trailer.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad.
I think Philip Seymour Hoffman, before his untimely death, was about as good as it gets in Hollywood.
He was good.
He's fucking incredible.
You know why he was good? Heroin. Sharpens.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
But did you see Synecdoche, New York?
Yeah. Cynic Dosh?
No, Synecdoche.
Whatever.
Sorry, mate.
I
call
couldn't spell it.
Cynic
I
Dosh.
couldn't even say it. So I just went, oh, that
I took
film,
a stab.
New York.
Whatever.
New
Yeah,
York.
fucking interminable, but I knew you'd love it.
It's incredible.
Yeah, there you go.
Which is weird because it was made before 1967, so I don't know.
He's
what-
great in Punch
after
Drunk Love.
1967.
He's great in The Master. He's just a great actor.
Yeah,
I
he's
do-
good. Like I liked The Master, and I liked
He was good in
lots
Red
of other
Dragon.
stuff. Was he in Red Dragon?
Yeah, he was the one that got tied to a wheelchair and then set a light and pushed down the ramp. Do you remember?
Mason Verge.
Really testing
No.
his range.
He was
yeah.
Johnny Borrell.
He's the shitty journalist.
Vincent
Can't remember the fucking
Vincent
name.
News.
Cassell. Yeah, Vincent News. Vincent News. And there was Johnny Cannibal and Timmy Detective.
You don't remember Red Dragon, do you?
It was. I thought Red Dragon was better than Hannibal.
I'd agree with that, but I still think it was fucking terrible. I thought Ed Norton didn't want to be in that film at all.
See, I think Ed Norton's another one that he can be good, and then also he can be fucking shit.
His career was nearly destroyed because he signed that
Incredible
that contract with that ended up. Okay, so he signed this contract, I think Universal, and it tied him in for a number of pictures, but they put him in for stuff that he didn't want to be in. So he ended up doing the bad guy in the Italian Job remake, which he really didn't want to be in. It's in the Red Dragon, which he really didn't want to be in, and there was something else. And then after that,
Hulk.
Yeah,
It was the Incredible Hulk.
Basically, he didn't work.
No. That was after.
There was something, but he didn't work for several years after because it just almost got blackballed in Hollywood as a result of it.
But he's really good at Birdman.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
So maybe that's out of his maybe that's out of his thing. I think Tom Hardy is up there with actors of today. Although the last two films, I haven't seen Mad Max, so I'll hold judgment.
What are you doing with your time?
What I'm doing with my time is this fucking podcast again.
Bullshit. You said this last week.
Yes.
And then, you had a whole long weekend.
And then Tom was like, I can't do Tuesday, let's do Wednesday. That's my Mad Max night. Yeah?
What?
Shut up.
I thought we were going to go and see it in JJ's back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Tell me about Tom Hardy.
I don't think he's that good of an actor.
There's something about him. I think
it's that you fancy him.
I'm a bit gay for him,
yeah.
I don't want his cock. I just want to be near him.
You want his butt?
I just want to be near him.
Both?
And smell his hair when he's asleep. It's not lust, it's like love, you know?
Yeah, it's more emotional.
Yeah, it
than
is.
Wangular.
Yeah, there's no...
He was fucking appalling in the Dark Knight Rises.
Hold on, what?
He was appalling in the Dark Knight Rises.
What are you talking about? One of the best.
It's appalling.
That's
a fucking...
Do your main impression.
Yes, brother.
That film is a fucking piece
I've got a mate
that
I can do an impression of my mate doing an impression of Bane. Oh, yes!
From Rainbow.
I know. Oh, yeah, I was born in the dark. Yeah. That's my impression of an impression.
Well done.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. It probably sounds exactly like their impression.
It does.
I've got no doubt of that.
I liked him in Dark Knight Rises. He was powerful.
It's complete bobbins.
It's terrible.
I mean, it's not his fault, though.
No, it's not his fault.
I don't think he's good in it.
I think he probably would have assumed that it was going to be quite a good film based on the first two.
Bronson.
Yeah,
Still haven't seen
that's the only film I've seen him in where I thought that's a great performance.
The Drop and Lockie.
The Drop. A total rubbish.
I like it.
Total rubbish, but he's good in it.
He's an
right.
interesting guy, but I don't
He's
think
got
he's a great actor.
even in the shit films he's in, he's kind of...
He's got a bit of presence.
Yeah, he's got a bit of eggnomatism. What's it?
Egg Norton.
He's got a bit of Egg Norton to him.
That sounds like a delicious breakfast dish.
Yeah.
He's enigmatic, that's what I meant to say.
Enigmatic?
Yeah.
I don't think he has a lot of range.
I don't think he's that deep. Although did you see Locke?
Yes, I like Locke.
Locke's excellent.
And considering he's the only one in that fucking film.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
Yeah, it's like him in a cab, in a car.
Yeah, it's just him driving, for the listener. It's him driving. Why? I've never considered the listener throughout the whole hour before now. But now I want to describe
now,
some
you
give a shit about the listener.
When you're describing something really simple, you care about the listener.
Yeah.
It's a man in the car.
It's a man in the car driving for an hour and a half. It's like Buried, like in the way that was cool.
But Ryan Reynolds is another one.
Yeah, he can do good stuff when he wants to.
But he also can be shite.
He just does a lot of shit because it's easy, probably.
Yeah. He just takes his shirt off.
Well, he started off in shit movies and he's been trying to work his way out.
He's trying to do a McConaughey, isn't he?
I have you know that Van Wilder is not a shit movie.
Is that the case?
It's the American Pie of our time.
American Pie was
that's just a literal fact, though, isn't it?
It's a fact. You can't deny it.
That's not a compliment, though.
Any film that fills... That has a cream horn and fills it with dog semen and then feeds it to the lead character. Genius.
I think we might disagree on a few things.
We may
Yeah,
very
I remember
well do.
Fellaini used that in 8.5.
Fellaini? Who? What?
What?
Fellini.
Oh, Fellini.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Something about dog semen.
Yeah, don't worry.
Is it my go?
It's your dip, and then we're out.
If you had to change your first name, what would you change it to?
Okay, do it.
Zeus.
Fair enough.
You'll go?
Justice.
Justice Bennett.
Justice Bennett.
And then I become a judge, so it's Justice Bennett.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Speaking of judges, you do your name first.
No.
I've got a beef I want to air.
Beef it.
Judge Rinder.
Yeah.
Have any of you
I
Pat's been
actually
trying to get me to watch
was
it.
subjected to this at my sister's at the weekend, and she was like, "Oh, yeah, it's good." And my mum was there. She was like, "Yeah, no, it's actually quite sensible." I was like, "Is he actually a barrister?" And apparently, he's a real barrister. It's a genuine court situation.
If I was in court and he was I would risk contempt of court to try and punch him in the fucking face.
Well, if it's like
He is. I don't think anyone could be more hateful than Jeremy Kyle. But it turns out that it's Judge Rinder.
if it works like Judge Judy, then it's non-binding. Like they sign up to it, but it's not legally binding.
I don't know how it works. I don't care how it works. All I want to know is that Judge Rinder's on top of my list.
Okay.
I watched it and I felt myself fill with hate, which is normal for daytime TV, but this was more. I brimmed over with fury.
You brimmed.
Yeah.
Top yourself off.
Have you seen it?
No.
Watch it.
Patch has been trying to get me to watch it for a while.
It is
it
compelling
British? Is it
viewing.
American?
Yeah, it's basically
English.
a guy. It's probably in Norwich, along with Trisha and all
It
the
does
rest of
look like it's got a Norwich vibe about it, hasn't it? Webbed
lack of quality here and there.
webbed fingers.
Sorry, Norwich.
No, it's shit.
I'm from
Don't
Ipswich. Fuck off,
apologise.
Norwich.
Yeah, same. Fuck 'em. Yeah, it's just the usual setup. Like two people have got beef. He reads them out,
But he's
and it's just really, really snarky to them.
Yeah, he's purposely like condescending and making them feel like shit. And it's all set up so whatever they say, they never say anything right. Even when they're saying facts, he's like, "Urgh, I'm a twat." Oh, sorry, I'm getting annoyed.
There was a snippet that I saw which sort of encapsulates quite well. Was just before it cut to an ad break. You know, they show you a snippet of what's coming after the break. There was just a bit of him saying to this guy, "Do you think you could stop saying after everything because your vernacular offends me?"
Yeah,
Ad break.
that's
Brilliant.
it. That's the kind of condescension.
So what's that got to do with first names?
Because I said justice.
He said justice, and
Okay, I'd lost track. I needed to weave it back.
Sorry. Go on.
What's your alt first name?
Solid
Solid
Goldstone.
Solid Goldstone.
Easy.
But
But that's the name for a boy. If I have a girl, comedy.
Comedy Goldstone.
Writes itself.
That's right itself.
I'm actually going to use justice for middle names of my children. One of them's going to be justice, the other one's going to have danger. 100%. Yeah, like middle
It's
name.
an ironic name.
Well, so at some point they can
Ironic.
say
The safest guy I know.
danger. Danger's my middle name.
He's
It's
well
going to be
safe.
terrific.
I'm beginning to regret Zeus now. There must be a funnier
Now
thing.
you're logged in.
Yeah, but then people will be like, by Zeus's beard, and you'll be like,
That's true.
yes.
Yeah, son of Zeus. What, did Zeus have a son?
Yeah,
I don't know my
it's
mythology, sorry.
Mike.
Hercules.
Why?
Hercules was the son of Zeus.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's kind of his thing.
Oh. But no, his thing was strength.
Yeah, but how do you think
Strong.
how do you think he got so strong?
I can't talk. I think I'm having a stroke. What's happening? It's too hot in here. My brain
It
is
is really,
frying.
really
Right, we're
hot.
melting. Should we wrap her up?
Yeah.
Wrap her up.
So next week Aurora is back.
No.
Really?
We
What's
have a
going
break
on?
next week.
Oh,
We're both... we're both in that Denmark.
Well, you're no use to me whatsoever. You can use that time to start playing The Witcher 3. Hopefully Aurora will be catching up on that now.
Oh,
We can
before we-
properly get into that.
before we
'cause
wrap
that needs
up.
to be
Yeah.
discussed.
What is The Witcher 3?
It is...
Can you wait? I know what you're like. Can you just give me
I'm going to give you
the back of the book?
Yeah, I'm going to give you... I can give it to you simpler than that. It is Red Dead Redemption times Skyrim. Exactly.
So you had me up until Skyrim.
It's
Yeah, me
fucking...
too.
I don't want to buy armor for my horse and then wander around a cave looking for a goblin to slap for 6 hours.
Okay.
Tell them what I did when I got to your house and we played
God, I can't
Skyrim.
remember what you did. I've been stuck in a hardcore Skyrim session, and then Eldge came over, and then within like 30 seconds, he had picked up the pad and done something just appalling.
I sold all his stuff and killed his ward. So,
Yeah, you
so he
killed-
couldn't
yeah.
carry anything
Yeah,
around
so
with
I was
him.
using my ward as like my fucking... Because in
Donkey.
Skyrim, yeah, they're basically that. They're just a walking case to carry your shit. And then he managed to kill that guy. So then I had to like leave loads of stuff behind. It got really complicated.
I couldn't find anything to kill. And he was just there.
I had to pick up everything, put it in a random cupboard in a random fucking castle in the middle of nowhere, then go and get another ward and bring them back just so I can load it all up again.
See, that to me doesn't sound like a game.
No, that doesn't sound like fun. So, I think he's done you a favour.
Okay, Witcher 3 is much more streamlined than that.
Right. Is there loads of pointless side quests where you have to harvest wheat and turn it into bread to feed the virgins of some
there's
village?
lots of side quest stuff, but it's not so high fantasy. It's not as like silly fantasy. It's far more grounded. It's more in common with like Games of Thrones-esque kind of fantasy.
With dragons and magic?
There's no dragons.
More grounded.
There's monsters in it.
Okay, so it's grounded.
Okay, it's more grounded in the sense that it's not like airy-fairy silly fantasy.
Right.
It's like more concerned with like horrible human suffering and grief.
What's the name of the main character?
Geralt.
Okay, I don't like this game already.
It's fucking brilliant.
I like my main people to be called like Duke and...
Well, just play Duke Nukem, I mean.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, or I'm trying to think of other like manly army names.
It's based
Sonic.
on a series of
Sonic, Mario.
Just remember, it is like half Red Dead Redemption as well, so it's like very much.
I did like Red Dead
streamlined
Redemption,
version.
and it got to the point where I would just sit for hours and play cards.
I'm sure there's going to be a new one of them out pretty soon as well.
It must be.
I mean,
must be in Red Dead
Rockstar San Diego haven't done anything since then.
They're cooking something up.
They must be, and I've got to hope it's Red Dead Redemption 2 because that was my favourite game of last generation.
It's a good point though. Like I think we'll be away for the next couple of weeks, so we may be able to talk about E3 things by the time we're done.
Oh no, that's in 3 weeks' time.
Fuck it, we'll talk about what might happen.
We'll do an
week.
E3 predictions / Witcher 3 cast, and then come back and do a proper E3 cast.
And I will continue to talk about cocks and poo.
Yeah. We also are hitting another 5th episode, so we have to go back to the old bullshit
mags. Is there enough left in mags for us to keep breaking them?
We'll do a pre-read this time. If it turns out they're bullshit, we'll drop it.
A run through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got all the industry terms.
Thanks, man.
We're going to do a table read.
Cricket.
Cricket, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's sign language.
Roll BT.
Yeah.
Isn't that substitute in basketball?
It's all. It just depends on the context. Don't do that during sex.
No, you fall over.
Getting the sub in.
Oh.
So I think it's one half of that.
On that Tom shell, I think we're done.
On that dad joke.
I'm surprised you've watched this far, but thanks anyway. You can find us at whatcast.net. You can email us at hello@whatcast.net. Or you can shout at us on Twitter at whatcast.
At hello@whatcast.net.
Yeah, that didn't go well.
Who's going to email us?
Anyone who wants to.
What are they going to email us?
I don't know.
What are you going to email us?
Yeah. What are you going to email us?
Stuff. Can it be about cocks?
If they've got some.
If you just want to send us dick pics, that's fine.
Yeah.
But as long as you've drawn a face on it.
We should probably pop a Snapchat address up so people can just like Snapchat us.
That's the ones you can't save though, isn't it?
Yeah, but we can play them on air.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Thus saving them.
But we're not streaming.
We're recording it.
I'm confused.
I'll explain it off camera.
Okay, good.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
And this is the silence you need.
Yeah. Right in the mic.
That's a really disgusting noise.
It's much worse for me. It's crystal clear. Oh, fuck you. Man.
Can you put these at the start?
No. I really don't want to. Oh, God. Bye.